Hello students, we studied in the last video about different latitudes. For example, equator, Tropic of Cancer in the north, Tropic of Capricorn in the south, Arctic Circle in the north and Antarctic Circle in the south. Apart from being divided into these latitudes, the earth is also divided into different type of heat zones. The fact that the earth's surface is round, It results in it results in different parts of the earth getting heated differently. As you can see in this picture, the heat zones are different zones of the earth where the sun rays fall differently, thus causing different climate patterns. As you can see here, in this area, the rays of the suns are direct. They go slanting in this region and they are furthermore slanting towards the polar regions. The earth is thus divided into three types of heat zones. The first is the torrid zone. In the torrid zone, the rays of the sun fall directly. This zone is between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. As you can see in this picture, this region, which receives direct sunlight, this region, and this is between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. It also includes the equator region. This area receives the maximum heat, thus, it is the hottest or the warmest area on the earth. Now, coming to the second type of heat zone, as we move towards the poles, from the center or the equator, the angle of the sun rays goes on decreasing, as you can see here. So, the temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Arctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. So, we have two temperate zones. One is in the northern hemisphere and second is in the southern hemisphere. This zone has moderate temperature, which means it is neither very hot nor very cold. The rays of the suns falling on this region are not direct or overhead, which makes the climate of this region temperate or moderate. The third type of region we have is the frigid zone. It comprises the areas lying between the Arctic Circle and the Northern Pole. Here, this one. And in the Northern Hemisphere and the South Pole and the Antarctic Circle in the Southern Hemisphere. As we already know that areas lying close to the poles are very cold. Why is it so? It is because the sun rays are always very slanting, which provide very less heat to these regions. So the temperature here is freezing. F is for freezing and F is for frigid. Hence, will say that in the frigid zone, it is freezing cold. So, we come to the conclusion that the region, the torrid zone region is the hottest one. The temperate zone here in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere are warm, means not very hot, not very cold. And the frigid zone, which is in this polar region, this blue one, this is very cold. Let's move on to what are longitudes. So, to fix the position of a place, it is necessary to know something more than the latitude of that place. So, the lines of reference, just like latitudes we had, okay, that run from North Pole to the South Pole are called meridians of longitude. They move in this direction. They are vertical. and the longitudes were horizontal. I hope you've understood this. The distance between each longitude is measured in degrees of longitude, and each degree is further divided into minutes, minutes into seconds. They are semicircles, they are semicircular in shape, and the distance between them, between the longitudes, decreases steadily as we move towards the pole and becomes zero at the poles. And it is on the North Pole and the South Pole where all the longitudes meet. As you can as you can see here, this North Pole and the South Pole are the regions where the longitudes they actually meet with each other. Understood? Unlike the latitudes, the longitudes or the meridians are of equal length. Okay, so you have to remember that the longitudes are of equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridian because all these longitudes or meridians were equal. It was very difficult to give them number. Okay, hence, what all the countries decided to do was they decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich. Greenwich is a place in Britain where the British Royal Observatory is located. This meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude, and from it we count 180-degree eastward as well as 180-degree westward. So, students, it's very important for you to remember what prime meridian is. It is 0 degree longitude, just like equator, which is 0 degree latitude. Prime meridian is 0 degree longitude. Just like the latitude or the equator divided the earth into northern two equal halves, that is northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. In the same way, the prime meridian divides the earth into two equal halves, that is eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Therefore, the longitude or longitudes are followed by the letter E, capital E for east and capital W for the west. So, students, it becomes very easy for us to locate any point on the earth if we know its latitude and its longitude here. In this picture, we can see a grid. Grid is basically the region or the figure which is created where the latitudes, that is the horizontal, and the longitude, the vertical lines meet. For example, you can see in this picture A, B, C, E. These are all the location of the places. So it is with the help of the longitudes and the latitudes we are able to find the precise or the exact location of a place.